Habib wrap up his Q&A with students. What's happening there now?
Well, as we definitely saw earlier, that Vice-Chancellor Adam Habib has concluded his conversations with some of the students who were disgruntled with the fact that the student protest was called off and the fact that university resumed its normal operations. And we heard some very, interesting stories, some from students who say that they've lost all confidence in the current SRC leadership, and they're saying that they were not adequately represented by the SRC leaders, by the various student representatives. And we're also hearing from Wits management staff who are working in some of the restaurants on the campus, and they're saying that they're not getting paid enough because of the issue of outsourcing. And what they want is for the university to pay them directly, as opposed to them being paid by the owners of this university. Now, just to give me a quick update in terms of the way forward of the university after this recent bout of conversation with the Vice-Chancellor and this group of protesting students is the spokesperson for the university, Sharona Patel. Sharona, what is the next step now?
Okay, so the Vice-Chancellor has promised that he will take the demands of the workers, particularly the outsourced workers, back to council. He has committed to this earlier this week already, but I think that message wasn't communicated adequately to the outsourced workers, some of whom are still, we can see, behind. What he's saying is that Wits is committed to insourcing in the long term. The question is, firstly, how do we find the money to do so? At the same time, he's saying that we need to come up with some solutions to this problem. And he's willing to put it on the table, to discuss it with council, to have a commission look into it, and to report back, he said, quite shortly, within a few weeks.
All right, but we saw that police threw stunt grenades in the crowd of protesters that were protesting down there by Empire. Why were police brought in, and why was extra security also brought in?
Okay, so today we know that we resumed lectures, and some of the classes were disrupted. Some of the protesting students, there were very few of them this morning. There was probably about 20 or 30 of them, together with about 100 or so outsourced workers, decided to block access points into and out of the university. For this reason, the university said that it would bring on extra security and the police so that people could enter and leave the campus without being harassed.
All right, thank you. That was Sharona Patel. She's the spokesperson of the university. But Kirshni, as the situation stands now, we see a group of students divided. One group that wants to carry on with writing exams and resume their classes as normal. And we're seeing this group that's protested today that refuses to continue writing exams and wants the university to be shut until next week, Monday, so that their issues and their concerns can be addressed by the Vice-Chancellor. Key most of those issues is the fact that they feel that the SRC did not adequately represent them, and the fact that the issue of the outsourcing has also not been resolved. Kirshni.
Nozin Tombi Mia, they are a reporter bringing us the latest